Chicken and ribs by Vet Cook. All right, so a couple people's asking me how I do my chicken and ribs. It's one of my favorite things to do. As you see, I got all my ingredients here. I got my chicken in the bag right there. So first thing I like to do is I get all my seasonings out. As you see, I got black pepper, some rub, I got some Chickalika Bam Bam in the side. Don't mind that little red box. That's some hookah shisha. I will not be using that on the ribs at all. But what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of rinsing the ribs off. Just get kind of that extra packaging juice off there. And usually to speed things up, I usually just do one glove to touch the meat, one glove to add my seasoning. So here I'm pretty much adding my mustard on there. Now you can use mustard if you want to. It really doesn't make a difference, but I kind of like it because it makes a lot of the seasoning stick. Some people do like that it does add not too much flavor, but it adds a little tartness if you definitely want to have that. So now I'm adding my rib seasoning, just some rub. Any kind of rub will do. If you don't have a specific rub, you could always go with like a black pepper, paprika, brown sugar type mix, and that'll pretty much get you a good, nice rub that you want to go with. So the next thing I do is I make sure it's coated on all the sides, and then I put my hooks through it because I'm gonna put this on my drum smoker. So I want these to hang. So pretty much as they're hanging, they're gonna get even cooking all the way around, and the fat is gonna drip and slide down the meat onto the coals. So yeah, I don't have to worry about turning or flipping them over once I get them on the grill because they'll just be hanging like that. So then next, I get my bag of chicken. And then for my chicken, I'm probably rinsing it off screen here. And then pretty much you could use, now I probably use the same amount of seasonings only because I was lazy. I didn't feel like switching things up too much. But the difference here is I did use my Chickalika Bam Bam, which I like that seasoning in all reality. Let's see here. What am I doing? Come on, Victor, get back in the game. All right, there we go. All right. So we got the chicken. There we go. It took me a while. I probably have to fight with that bag. But anyway, so I got the chicken, took the chicken out of the taking it out the pack, and then pretty much I already rinsed it off. You can rinse it off if you want to. I always am an advocate for rinsing off the meat. And pretty much here I'm just making sure the countertop is wiped down, and then there we go. This is my go-to, Chickalika Bam Bam. So then I just kind of sprinkle that on as necessary. Try to get everything evenly coated as possible. It really doesn't, you can add as much as you want to. I try not to add too much because it'll be over salty, but this stuff in particular isn't too salty, so I am kind of heavy-handed with my seasonings here. And I find that sometimes less is more, so I'll just add this and they will be good. So this is outside. I got my applewood chunks on top of my ready to go hardwood lump coal. That's probably way too many chunks in there, but I'm going for a longer smoke. And it will get hot, so these actually cooked a little faster because of that. But all in all, it came out pretty good. So my Bronco drum smoker, I bought this off Amazon. I'll put the link to that in the description box as well. But this is like a little section thing, so you can actually hang meat, and you can have like a grate space. So if you want to so if you don't want to just if you don't want to put the grates on there, and then because you want to hang your meat, you can do that, and you can still have like little grates so you can actually put your food on top the way you would. And this is just me kind of just playing around with it, making sure it's set up. But once you get it going, it's really nice. As you see, the smoke is coming through. And now these little holes over there, you can actually use those for drumsticks. I've done that in the video before. Maybe upcoming in the future, I will have a video where I do show the drumsticks. But for now, it's just chicken and ribs. As you see, I got the hanger thing ready to go. And then so now once I bring all my meat out there, pretty much, what I do first is I close it to try to make sure I bring it up to temperature. So that way the grill is nice and hot so that when I put all my food in there. So now, while that's getting hot, I'm just going to cut up all my veggies. I try to incorporate some veggies when I do my meat, so it's kind of a well balanced. And these little sweet peppers, these are really delicious. They're sweet. You don't really have to do much to them. And then I just added some green beans just because for some greenery. and it looks colorful, festive. This is some of my old spice or my allspice that I use. I won't tell you what's all in there. You just have to make your own, I guess. And then I just chop up some onions because why not? Onions go good with everything. So that's pretty much how I do it. So now outside, this is I already loaded it up. I couldn't do both, hold the camera and load the wings. Or I think the wind blew it over. I don't know. But anyway, that's how it is. And so pretty much I'll let that go, come back, and I'll check on it. And as you see, it's at 225. So I pretty much adjust the vents, but for the most part, it's good to go. And then I'll come back and check on it every like 5 to 10 minutes or so. As of now, we got the veggies on the cast iron. We're just going to hit that with a little bit of olive oil. And then back outside on the grill, we're going to look. And as you see, they're getting a little color, which is looking nice. And in the bottle, I got some beer and apple juice and lemon juice. So that's just what I'm using just to spray it down, just to keep things moist in there, add a little bit of that top flavor, a little bit of citrus in the end if you want to. It keeps things moist inside. So I got my tongs right there, and pretty much now I'm just kind of moving the wings over. And as you see, I really like this piece of the grill because I can hang my meat and I can still, you can multitask pretty much with this grill. Hitting everything with the spritzer, and yeah, that's the final picture. That's how they look. That's just some still shots of me in action, and this is pretty much when they're all done. I put all the wings all the way in there so they can just kind of huddle together, create some space. The ribs, they're nice and ready, but I like to cook them a little bit longer just to soften them up. So I just threw the wings in the pan with the vegetables just so I can have them all together. So then when I take my ribs out, I gotta cut them up because these are rib tips. And when I cut them up with rib tips, you see me kind of fighting a little bit. It's really juicy, as you can tell. I think at one point I'm gonna hold another piece. There we go. I'm gonna hold it up, and you see like the little pink smoke ring on there, which is nice. So yeah, just cut through the rib tips, however you want to do it. Then I just put them all in a little piece of foil, and then what I like to do is I'll add some barbecue sauce in there, wrap it up, and put it back on the grill. And then also I cut up some pineapples, and I just sprinkle some brown sugar over those pineapples, just for a little bit of fruit. And smoked pineapples are always good to go with some ribs. I find those really delicious, and that's pretty much it. So this is then I separate everything, added a Hawaiian roll to meal prep. And that's what I was eating on for about a week or so, or maybe less than that, because I ate maybe 2 of these a day. It was really delicious. But please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Yeah.